Okay, so we just made our frequency table, and what we're going to do using this is we're going to make a bar graph. And so I got our frequency table there because we'll use that to create it. And so basically here, the frequency is just going to say how high each bar needs to go. And so I'm just going to do a quick sketch of what a bar graph would look like. Okay, we need to give us some titles on both sides here. Okay, and so as I said, the frequency is how high that bar graph is going to be. So that the frequency is going to be written on this one side here. Okay, the frequency, how often we see this number occur. And as we said, down here in the bottom, this is going to be the number of hours that the TV had been watched. Number of hours of, I'm just going to abbreviate this, number of hours of TV. So some other key components of making the graph is that we want to make sure that our bars are the same width across, and that we also give them equal spacing as we create them. Okay, and so down here I'll start off on the side and make these as even as possible with just a sketch that we have there. This occurs 0 times, once, we see this happening twice, we see this happening 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. And so even though we don't have this happening 5 times anywhere on our frequency table, I'm still going to include it so we know that it just kind of makes a better representation of our graph. Okay, so for the number of hours, I'm going to put them down here on the bottom. There's 0, and 1 hour, 2, 3, and just to be neat, I'm also going to write down 4 so I can keep everything organized and labeled. And then all from here is I'm going to make bars that represent how high it should be. So for 0 hours, it happens twice. And so I'm going to make a bar that's going to go up to 2. I'm going to come over and then come back down. As I said, we want to try and create equal spacing and then also the same width for each bar. So for 1 hour, that happens 3 times, so I need to go up to 3. So I'm going to have that go up to 3, over, and then back down. For 2 hours, it occurs once, so this is going to need the spacing. Go up to the once, over, and then down. For 3 hours, it happens 3 times, so it should be about the same height as this one, but that one looks like a little off. I'm going to go up, over, and then down. Kind of nice, I can skip 4 because 4 doesn't occur any times, and then this one should be, the 5 hours should be the same height as 2 hours. Up, over, and then down. Hopefully your bar graph looks a little bit better than mine. Got a little sloppy here, but you kind of get the idea. Again, we need to have labels on both axes, and we have to have equal distance between each bar and equal spacing. This is going to be different than a histogram because a histogram will delete these spaces in between, as you're going to see in the next video.